Welcome to my reaction to episode 4 of Hanamonogatari. We've got a pretty long story from Roka, and she's going to get into how the parts of the devil play into it, so I want to continue listening to her talk. Let's get into it. In 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, well, I for one, want to know the whole story. I don't just want you to stop after all that. I like how the ED art looks here. That's insane. That it could have been that bad. I can't say I have much personal experience with it, I can't judge. I'm no doctor. Terrible news to get, though. Good excuse. That's exciting. See them confronting each other, or him coming up to her being like, hey, this is my turf. Get out of here. I don't want you to plant your swamp in my home. It's the opposite of Shrek. Get out of my swamp. Get your swamp out of here. Sure thing. I mean, but aren't you saying if you say all good also hurts something else? Isn't that also an absolute? What are you, fucking Yoda? Trying to say that only a Sith deals in absolutes, which is an absolute? Does all good hurt someone? I suppose you could say, if you're doing good that helps some people, it might not help everyone. Even if it doesn't hurt them, it might not help them. And thus, you could have then instead used that time to do something else that would have helped them. So if you can't help everyone with the good act. Anyway, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these videos. Monogatari comes out every Saturday. You can get the videos early before they go up on YouTube if you check out the Patreon, where I am watching this entire arc all in one day. Check out my second channel if you want to see other stuff that I do. All that shit, linked down below. Yeah. I want you to know that I was in the middle of watching the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and I took a break. I was watching it while the last episode rendered, and took a break to now watch the next one. So that's just something that's happening in my life right now. Watching Sonic. Anyway. Also want to clarify, watching the show, I had no confusion about the timeline, because obviously she said it was after graduation. It was April. I was just confused because I know that the book was written before Koi Monogatari, and there were debates about the watch order. So I was wondering, okay, did they change it from the book, or was the book actually set later? That's what I was wondering about. And I found out that yes, the book is actually just set after Koi Monogatari, which just seemed impossible because Koi Monogatari ends with the cliffhanger of Kaiki getting bashed in the head, and it's this huge shocking ending. So I didn't think that Hana, a book that was written first, would have included Kaiki in it after that incident. So I feel like you definitely should watch this after Koi. Because if not, then you're going to see Kaiki get hit at the end of Koi and be like, yeah, but he's fine. So it just felt really weird. I wasn't sure when the book took place, and now I know. Roka? Is that... She had the leg. What the hell did she wish for that caused that to happen? Oh, but did the mom not approve or something? Oh, shit. I don't know if you can say obviously. To think that there were all these other parts, beyond just Kanbaru's. Why did she have the name Roka? Okay, that sounded really violent. Didn't die. Is it just a weird coincidence they had the same name? Am I missing something? I thought maybe she took her name for some reason, but I'm pretty sure Kanbaru immediately called her Numachi Roka, as if she knew that name all along. They just happen to have the same name. Okay. There's nothing uncool about crying. That must have been fun. And of course, she doesn't accept money for this. I assume she just went back to her normal life. Yeah, probably. Some semblance of a normalcy, at least. Specifics? Guess we just will never know. Seems that way. Get those sympathy points. Your leg was all fixed, so, you could have. You weren't even misfortunate anymore. Misfortunate. But you kind of had a new addiction. I suppose it is. I'm going to collect all these Blue Eyes White Dragon cards so they could never be used against me. What else? Like what? Just like. Like what? Like specifically very tiny portions? Like my shoulder. This one specific region. Yeah, it can't be that much. You can see quite a bit of her is still human. Are you okay with that? I don't know about that. Well, not a boyfriend. You were able. After your leg, you chose to do all this. It's a normal arm now. Freedom. Newfound freedom. What do you do? What she just spilled her entire life story. What other information did you get? Could it possibly be anything new? She's dead. Numachi Roka died 2 years ago. Yeah. I said it. I said it last time, or one of those episodes. I said she was a ghost. I said it. But I said they wouldn't do that because we already did that with Mayoi. Although maybe there's more to it. Or maybe that's why she said she wasn't able, because she's dead. I called it. I dismissed it immediately, but I did call it. That's dark. That's fucked up. Oh my god. That's what happened in Death Parade, but with ice skating instead of basketball. She just accepted that very easily. Well, that changes things. Makes the creepy tone that was there during her speech even creepier. The name thing is interesting because I remember reading the Walking Dead comics, and there were two characters introduced well apart, both named Billy. And I remember there was like a comment from someone somewhere that the author addressed saying, "You made a mistake. There's two characters with the same name." And he's like, "No, it wasn't a mistake. On a big journey like this, you're going to find people who have the same first name." And I really liked that. I thought that was a nice detail that you don't often see. But that's in like The Walking Dead with this huge cast of characters who are constantly dying off and new characters coming in and everything. So for this little story with a much smaller cast, with these two characters who are connected with each other, one girl Roka telling a story about another girl Roka, just like that, I was like, oh, weird that you'd give them the same name. Like, it's not impossible. Kind of a cool little detail that, yeah, people have the same name. It's just kind of like, odd choice. I wonder why. We're getting closer and closer to my birthday here, too. Are we going to get there by the time this is over? How many more days do we have? We got crop circles out here? It doesn't seem like she needs to lose weight to me. But luckily, luckily they saw her laying there in the dark. Hey! Well, I guess he's not gone after all. Whoa, what is with the... Not wearing a school uniform anymore, so yeah. And he's driving. What are you, like a normal adult? His hair's longer. I don't admire road bikes. When you're driving on the road and there's just a dude on a fucking bike in the way, I genuinely hate it. If you want to ride your bike around your fucking neighborhood, don't get out on the actual roads. Peanuts. That's a cute little car. That car looks like a transporter of gods. The Golden God. How did he get it? Oh shit. The hair is weird. All the girls change their hair all the time, so I guess he needs to as well. Oh yeah. cool that he's here, though, to talk to her for a while. I didn't think he'd show up. You definitely, I mean, you talk in different ways depending on who you're talking to. You definitely put on a different face depending on context. Whether you mean to or not. Could doing nothing be the best thing to do? It doesn't. It might not bother anybody. That's a damn good question, actually. You're right, it doesn't bother no one. It's not that black and white. But is that selfish to try to do? Hey, look at that. That was cute. You know? Oh, and yeah, this is a chain effect. If it bothers her, it bothers them. If it bothers them, it's going to bother people who care about them. But is that selfish to, try to interfere in their situation because it bothers you, even if it doesn't bother them? Yeah, exactly. If time heals all wounds, it might not bother you after a while. Or maybe it will. Maybe you should just do what you think is right, what you think is best. It's an interesting question, though. I'm really glad he showed up here. This is a good scene. I like how he's in the position of like Senjugahara's dad now. He's grown. Up in the front seat. There would be no point. It wouldn't last. Damn, these episodes go by so fast. This is easy to watch in one day because it's just fucking. I don't know. Is there any more? Nope. There's not time for anything after the ED. So yeah, that was a great conversation. Those are interesting dilemmas. And now that we know that she's a ghost, I don't know what we're gonna do about it with only one episode left. It went by so fucking fast. It's like I want to spend more time with Kanbaru. But shit. But yeah, again with the watch order, I can understand wanting to watch Hana earlier just because that's how Nisio Isin wrote it. But so far, I don't really see any reason why it would be necessary. If they animated it in that order too, then sure. No need to watch things out of order just for the hell of it. But because they animated it in the order that they did, and as far as I know, it wasn't a Kizu situation where it just got delayed. As far as I know, they chose to do this. You might as well just watch it in this order, especially since it actually puts things chronological, and I see no real reason for them not to be. Maybe, if I go back and watch some of the other arcs, there will be little references to this one sprinkled out that I didn't get the first time. I don't know, but the biggest thing to me is the ending of Koi, where Kaiki gets hit in the head, and it's a shocking ending. Even if you think he's going to survive, which I did, just the fact that they ended it there was so mind-blowing, but if I had already watched Hana, I would have just been confused at why they would end it there when I've already seen Hana and know that he's alive. So, yeah, feels like you should just watch Hana after. But, what do I know? I'm an idiot. Thank you for watching. Bye.